Former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has reaffirmed his intention. He don't come out come say he go like vie for presidency, he go like contest for presidency 2027. He say his ambition has always been evident, meaning he never hide in ambition at all. But this announcement leaves no room for ambiguity. You get some Nigerians speculate say he might be engaging in political tactics, possibly planning to withdraw later to unsettle President Tinubu. Now, it is some Nigerians they talk with that, saying just they talk say in one contest, but all these things are for facelift. Before you know, he go step back for P2B. We never know reach that one. What do you think? Drop for comment section. So this to Atiku accompanied his statement by claiming he's not desperate for the presidency, emphasizing his desire for a functional Nigeria. He even go further to say, he know they desperate for presidency, but as you know, even Tinubu been talking up until he can't be read for him before he can't admit say, hey. When we look on, they cry, say na in turn. All of them, the same thing P2B don't talk, the same thing Showore, the same thing. Even back then, Barry would always contest. They would always talk say they desperate for presidency. He emphasized his desire for a functional Nigeria. So Atiku they say, what he really want now for Nigeria to function? No be saying now he necessarily want enter power. You believe him? Drop for comment section. Well, Atiku has been running for presidency since the Third Republic, starting 1993 election with when Abiola won. Only for that military time under Babangida to annul the elections of and during that time Nigeria endured another 5 years of military rule under General Sani Abacha before finally transitioning into the Fourth Republic. Since then, Atiku has contested in nearly every election cycle except for 2003 when he was serving as the vice president. Even then, he reportedly attempted to challenge Obasanjo back then for the top seat. Although he failed, then he remained VC, but went on to run for 2007. In 2011, he still run. 2015, he still run. He competed in party primaries, and guess what? Whenever he compete in party primaries, he naturally dollarize the primaries. You understand? Have enough dollars to share around. Notably, the placing third in 2015 APC primary behind Tinubu and Ribadu. Now, in 2019, he was the PDP presidential candidate with P2B as his running mate, and he ran again in 2023 with over 3 decades of presidential bid. Oga, you self, may you go rest. 3 decades of presidential bid. Decade na 10 years. So over 30 years, this guy has been running and running and running to be the president. At least you don't do vice president. You for rest, support P2B or support any other candidate. In contrast, P2B has declared that 2027 will be his final attempt at his presidency. Nothing, he even talks saying go dey 70 years by 2031. So get energy at 70 to come dey run around and the rest. All those politics at old age, most times you don't dey forget things. Your body don't dey call you, come home, come and rest, come and rest. You want to go dey push. Now the key point here is that regardless of anybody's patriotism, assuming it could be quantified, there will come a time where when you don't try this position, there come a time where you supposed step aside. You understand? Carry the torch for other people or give back the torch to other people, because age go naturally take a toll. You can imagine Atiku at his age going around to campaign. Apart from that one, attending meetings and the rest, naturally the body may not match the spirit ambition again. But political veterans, they know they hear, they know they want to retire and make them celebrate their legacy. They keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Now, when public enthusiasm has waned down, replaced by murmurs of discontent or questions about repeated candidacy, this is also the risk. This ones where they happen, so could also risk could also risk giving Atiku a bad image, because people be like, every time they contest, people know you never win. Waiting that one supposed to tell you, supposed calm down or go the backstage. But this one are like the best time for Atiku to really exit and become the champion, just become the kingmaker. For someone like Atiku, it's critical to gauge the public sentiment and understand how it's perceived. Although a lot of Nigerians perceive him as somebody, oh, you don't try, yeah, Baba, retire. Although people see they call him unifier, because now somebody will be say the South feel relate to the same thing to northern part of Nigeria go feel relate to this kind of politics. Much more people they call him like a Nigerian, we be saying a Nigerian for everybody. They bipartisan or ethnic, but until they enter power, we no go really feel no. Even if he believes the public view him favorably, which may not align with reality, he might justify one final run. Say, okay, let me try again. The truth, even in the northern struggle, many will maintain status quo than support him. Most people be like, I beg. The same thing too, if you remember, people would rather go for Buhari over him, even back then when he had certain level of clout. No single region can secure the presidency in Nigeria. This one a fact where everybody supposed to know. So you go need backing from at least three geopolitical zones to win, especially in a two candidacy race. And even more in a multi-candidate scenario, this could also lead to a runoff. Atiku must recognize that his popularity is at the lowest ebb at this point in time. Repeating the same strategy from 2 or 3 years ago and expecting a different outcome, it defies logic. And they call being insane. They repeat the same thing again and again, apply, get the party form, dollarize the primaries. If it happen, naturally now people will go where the money dey. He wins when he gone for the main election, loses to another this thing. He's running now under a new coalition, largely composed of his former PDP allies, essentially rebranding his PDP campaign supporters in the ADC. Now, we think a lot of people for Labour Party they talk about be this say, oh yes, Atiku don't say na ADC in there, but he won't just pick from the strength or the popularity or the love wey P2B dey get, and he go like to contest, because if you check all of them wey dem dey there, whether you like it or not, all of them go want to support Atiku over P2B in terms of primaries. Although in the comment I say anybody can pick the candidacy and show interest and make them meet each other for the primaries, but we know say when they go meet each other for that primaries, Atiku go surely collect am over, go surely win am. This one na plain, but such primaries often run is like a marketplace where the vote goes to the highest bidder. Those urging Atiku to run are likely motivated by financial windfall of a primary, not genuine belief in his electability or public support. They know say really people no go really support am per se. Now, if they go really go with the open primaries, we already know say go be the one with the highest money per se. Now, sometimes some delegate people they vote for all these party primaries, some delegate they take they're about 30,000 to $35,000 each just to vote for a candidate. These backers, these delegates are less concerned about the general gains of Nigeria or if Nigeria go improve or not. Nothing really concern them. Similar thing there for APC. Those who rig election, the same thing too. Now who go drop money for their hand, 9 they define. Now looking ahead up to 2027, three major candidates are likely to emerge. P2B don't confirm his intent, saying go contest and he go run for the presidential position. He no go be a vice to or a deputy to anybody. Now although Labour Party dey plan a national convention by late 2025 or early next year 2026, Obi could secure a stable platform if Labour Party go put themselves in check, because Mena don say she go call, that's the leader currently for Labour Party since then, dispose Abure. He go call a national convention. So if P2B come out for that one go still dey good. Secondly, Atiku is ready to spend vast sum of money, potentially $100 million, just to secure the ticket and to contest. Go already know say na money politics. Now the issue be say if person enter power by spending over or around $100 million, wetin you expect say go really do? You go try to recoup him money as fast as possible and to also scratch the back of those who been scratching back by supporting him to enter the power.